Hey, welcome back to Postal Barbecue. I'm Jabin Postal, and today at the grill we're making some smoky homemade maple bacon that's absolutely phenomenal. And just like always, I'm gonna put all the show notes for you in the description box below, so make sure to click down there to see everything that you need for this recipe. Also, if you like what we're doing on this channel, consider subscribing for more great barbecue recipes, tutorials, and reviews. And other than that, let's get into the cook. So today we're gonna be making some delicious homemade bacon that's simple to do, just takes a little bit of time, but the end result is absolutely phenomenal. I started with that 10-pound slab of pork belly. We're currently making pork belly burnt ends with the other half, but with this one, bacon is the name of the game. We're gonna be curing, we're gonna be smoking. Guys, it's gonna be delicious. And so the first thing that we're gonna have to do is trim down this pork belly just so it can fit into our zip bag. And so I'm just gonna take approximate measurements. I'm gonna be cutting off probably about 1 inch of this fat vein that runs along here, and then probably another 1.5 inches off this side. And so I'm just gonna go ahead and do that now. There we go. So with that removed, I'm just gonna put it away, and I'm gonna use this for something else later. So now what we're left with is probably about a 3.5 pound slab of pork belly. This is sort of your ideal size when it comes to making homemade bacon with your zip bag. So I'm just gonna move this off to the side while we prepare our cure. So to make our cure for this homemade bacon, we're gonna start with a 1/4 cup of kosher salt. We're gonna place that into our bag. To that, we're gonna add in a 1/4 cup of brown sugar. And then I'm gonna be using 1/2 cup of really delicious organic Canadian maple syrup. I'm gonna place that into the bag as well. It's gonna give it some really nice flavor. I'm gonna be adding to that 1 tablespoon of black pepper. And lastly, we need our curing salt. This is Prague powder number 1, and this is what's gonna give it that nice red color and that bacon texture that we all know and love when it comes to streaky American style bacon. So place that into your bag, and I'm using about 1/2 teaspoon only of that Prague powder number 1 for the entire 3.5 pounds of this pork belly. And so with that all in your bag, let's go ahead and just give it a mix. We want all of those sugars and salts to blend nicely together. Okay, so now with our mixture all prepared, let's go ahead and grab our pork belly, and we're gonna get it inside of this bag. All right, there we go. Then I'm just gonna sort of move all of this brine around all over the top and the bottom. Then once I have some of that mixture on the top and the bottom, I'm just gonna go ahead and zip this up, removing as much air as possible. All right, there we go. And you know, guys, don't worry if you don't cover all of that pork belly in that cure, because we're gonna be placing this in the fridge for 5 to 7 days, flipping every single day. And as this happens, it's gonna release some moisture, and it's gonna just cover this pork belly, really just creating a more liquidy curing brine that this pork belly is gonna be sitting in for that time duration. With our pork belly sitting in our curing brine, I'm gonna place this in the fridge for 5 to 7 days just to allow the pink salt to do its job and all those flavors to really absorb into this pork belly. Then after that, we'll get it ready for the smoker. It's been 5 days since we started our bacon, and we haven't really done a whole lot to it other than putting it in our cure. And you can see that right away there's been a color change in our pork belly, and it's now turning into bacon. We flipped it every single day, and then this morning when I brought it out of the fridge, I rinsed it off thoroughly just to get all the extra salt that's on the outside of that pork belly off. So with our grill set up for cooking around 225 degrees, let's go ahead and get our bacon on the grill. We're gonna be smoking this bacon on the indirect side, and you'll notice that I placed in a couple chunks of maple wood just to add to that smoky bacon flavor that we're looking for. And I also placed in a digital thermometer into the thickest part of the pork belly. With our pork belly on the grill, let's close the lid, and we're gonna begin cooking this for around 2 hours or until it reaches an internal temperature of 150 degrees. It's been just under 2 hours now, and our Weber Kettle has been smoking around 225 degrees the entire time. And so now our bacon is all done. It's 150 degrees. So let's open up the grill and take a look. Wow, guys, look at this. It's got great color. It smells phenomenal. So let's pull it off the grill for a better look. You know, right away you can see that that smoke did its job. It looks like bacon, it smells like bacon. It's got some great color, and so now the only thing left to do is let it cool before we slice it, cook it, and then get ready for the taste test. So I let our homemade bacon cool in the refrigerator for about 45 minutes, and this just allows you to slice it a little bit easier. You could, if you're in a pinch, just slice it right away, but the cooler it is, the easier it is to slice into thin slices. And I then cooked a couple slices up on the dripping griddle, and so let's go ahead and try this bacon. Oh, I can't wait for this. Oh man. Oh. That's unreal. Guys, I wish you were here to taste this with me. It's got the right amount of saltiness, balanced with that sweetness from the brown sugar and that maple syrup. And then it has that classic smoky flavor from that maple wood that we put in here. Guys, this bacon is delicious. If you've never tried to make homemade bacon, guys, I'm telling you, it's simple, it's easy, and makes the best bacon you'll ever have in your life. It's a little sweet, it's a little salty, and perfectly smoked. This homemade bacon might just be the best bacon you've ever had in your life. Hey, if you want to see more barbecue videos just like this one, make sure to hit that subscribe button as well as that notification bell, and we'll see you next time.